Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé truth about Mike's mom calling Natalie hooker. 90 Day Fiancé fans have figured out the truth about Mike Youngquist's mom calling Natalie Mordavtseva a hooker. This was a big thing when Natalie was with Mike. She and his mother did not get along well. However, Natalie revealed that his mom called her a hooker. Is this true? Keep reading to find out. Natalie Mordavtseva and Sophie Sierra are currently both on 90 Day Fiancé, the last resort. Sophie is there with her husband Rob. Natalie is there with her boyfriend Josh. They are both working on their relationships. However, it was revealed that Josh asked Sophie to go to Vegas with him. Jasmine ended up telling Natalie this, and it did not go well. Natalie ended up saying that Sophie was a hooker. Natalie continued to talk badly about her body and relationship. Fans did not love this scene and felt bad for Sophie. Natalie claimed that Mike's mother called her a hooker. However, after Natalie called Sophie a hooker, fans are starting to question if that is true or not. After watching this last episode, I realized that Mike's mom Trish must have never actually called Natalie a hooker while she was living the sequim dream. Natalie calling Sophie a hooker at the bar while in a blind rage made me realize it must have been in her spun, insecure head the entire time. I'm convinced at this point Trish didn't call Natalie anything. Not hooker, not cooker. The bitch just wanted to stir drama and get attention. I posted on this the other day. Natalie 100% started the hooker gate with Trish. It flows off Natalie's tongue too easily. If Trish really said that, she would 100% brag about it. Agreed. I don't feel like the word hooker is used as an insult much anymore in America. We much prefer the word slut. It sounded like such an unlikely thing for Trish to have said at the time. And now hearing Natalie use it to insult Sophie made it pretty obvious to me that she lied and used the same outdated word to try to make Trish look bad. Yikes, Natalie is not getting away with this one. It seems that fans do not think Mike's mom ever called her a hooker. Viewers think it comes off of Natalie's tongue too easy for her not to have made it up. Unfortunately, Natalie loves drama. So no one would put it past her for making it up just to cause drama. If this is true, people feel bad for hating Mike's mom due to it. What do you think the truth is? Do you think Natalie made it up? Sound off in the comments below. The truth about Mike's mom calling Natalie a hooker on 90 Day Fiancé. In the world of reality TV, few shows have captured the audience's attention as intensely as 90 Day Fiancé. The show, which follows the often complex and tumultuous relationships of international couples navigating the K-1 visa process, is no stranger to drama, tension, and intense family dynamics. Among the standout couples from the show's many seasons, Mike Youngquist and Natalie Mordavtseva stand out as one of the most controversial pairings. The pair, who hail from completely different cultural backgrounds, found themselves in a volatile and at times seemingly impossible relationship, with the most notable moment being Mike's mother calling Natalie a hooker. But what is the truth behind this shocking comment? To fully understand the gravity of this incident, we need to dive into the complicated relationship between Natalie, Mike, and his family, particularly his mother, Trish. The relationship dynamics between Mike and Natalie. Mike and Natalie's relationship has been marked by constant struggles. From the very beginning, there was friction between the two. Natalie, a Ukrainian woman, was looking for stability and a fresh start in the United States. Mike, a more laid-back and private man from Sequim, Washington, had no shortage of personal baggage, which included a close but sometimes overbearing relationship with his mother. Their engagement was anything but smooth sailing, with numerous disagreements about everything from religion to lifestyle. Despite their deep differences, they did manage to get engaged, which led to the K-1 visa process that would allow Natalie to come to America. However, the journey to get there was fraught with emotional confrontations, misunderstandings, and a fair amount of cultural clashes. And one of the most explosive moments of their saga involved an interaction between Natalie and Mike's mom, Trish. The moment of the hooker comment. The incident happened during a pivotal episode in 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After, when Natalie was visiting Mike's family in Washington State. Mike's mother, Trish, had never been fond of Natalie. From the moment she arrived, Trish made it clear that she did not approve of Natalie's presence in their home. The tension was palpable, and the stage was set for a dramatic confrontation. The moment that would shock viewers occurred when Natalie and Trish had a heated argument. Trish, who had been critical of Natalie's demeanor and behavior throughout her visit, crossed a line by calling Natalie a hooker. This comment came out of nowhere and instantly sent shockwaves through the audience. Trish's use of such a derogatory term was not only harsh but deeply disrespectful, especially considering the fact that Natalie was there in good faith, trying to make a relationship work despite all the odds. The backstory. Why Trish said it. To understand the context behind Trish's harsh words, we need to look deeper into the family dynamics. Trish had made it clear from the start that she did not approve of Natalie, and her disdain seemed to grow as time went on. There were several reasons for this animosity. First, Trish felt that Natalie was too demanding and didn't fit with the family dynamic. Natalie's more glamorous and high-maintenance persona did not align with the simpler, more down-to-earth lifestyle that Mike and his family led. Secondly, Trish seemed to believe that Natalie's intentions toward Mike were less than pure. From Trish's perspective, Natalie had arrived in the U.S. for a visa, and she suspected that her true intentions were to use Mike for a ticket out of her financial struggles in Ukraine. While Mike, in contrast, seemed to see the best in Natalie and was willing to overlook her faults, his mother did not share that optimism. Trish's hooker comment came after a particularly heated exchange, where she accused Natalie of being manipulative and insincere. It was her way of attacking Natalie's character, questioning her motives in a deeply personal and cruel manner. The use of the word hooker wasn't just about calling out her perceived promiscuity. It was an attempt to degrade her, reduce her to a stereotype, and completely dehumanize her in front of the cameras. The fallout, reactions, and public response. The fallout from the hooker comment was swift and intense. Fans of the show, many of whom had already seen the writing on the wall, when it came to Mike's family's feelings toward Natalie, were stunned. Viewers expressed outrage over Trish's behavior, with many calling her out for being unnecessarily cruel and judgmental. The episode sparked debates about cultural differences, family loyalty, and the overall treatment of women in the context of relationships on the show. On social media, Natalie defended herself against the comment, stating that Trish's words were not only untrue but deeply hurtful. She acknowledged that she and Trish had not gotten along, but argued that calling her a hooker was crossing a line. Natalie's response was measured but emotional, as she pointed out the damage such a label could cause. Mike, meanwhile, found himself in an incredibly uncomfortable position. Caught between the woman he loved and the mother who had raised him, Mike tried to play peacekeeper, but was often criticized for not standing up to his mother. While Mike's loyalty to his mother was clear, his failure to address Trish's behavior head-on made it seem like he was complicit in the mistreatment of Natalie. This only added fuel to the fire, as fans began to question whether Mike truly valued Natalie and whether he would ever be able to stand up to his mother. The bigger picture. Cultural clashes and misunderstandings. It's important to note that the animosity between Natalie and Trish is rooted in cultural differences as much as it is in personal dynamics. Trish's blunt, no-nonsense approach to life and her apparent disdain for anything that felt foreign or unfamiliar contrasted sharply with Natalie's more cosmopolitan, ambitious personality. Natalie, who had worked as an actress and was used to a different kind of lifestyle, found herself constantly at odds with Trish's expectations of how a woman should behave. Moreover, Natalie's own cultural background, where relationships and marriage are often viewed through a traditional lens, didn't always align with Mike's more laid-back, free-spirited approach to life. These cultural differences created a breeding ground for misunderstandings, with Trish interpreting Natalie's behavior as manipulative and out of place, while Natalie saw Trish's comments as outright judgmental and dismissive. The aftermath. Is there any hope for Mike and Natalie? Since the infamous hooker incident, Mike and Natalie's relationship has continued to face obstacles, but they have also had moments of reconciliation. Fans have watched the two navigate their rocky relationship in the years since the initial airing of the episode. While they are not currently together, their journey has highlighted the struggles of cross-cultural relationships, the importance of family dynamics, and the impact of harsh words and judgment on an individual's self-worth.